They'll be calling you a radical. Weaklings, stand aside. We're recording history. This hardcore path. Hanford has collapsed. This is a major. These lying fucking scum. And don't play armchair doctor with fucking me. Weaklings, move the fuck aside. We're gonna call these criminal scum that all need to be fucking hung. They all need to be around. These potato chips, fucking plants, fucking radiation, and X-ray fuckers need to be lined up and fucking hung. Barry Barack Obama, our group in 2008, asked him, "What are you gonna do about Hanford?" You can look it up. That's one of our group on the stump. I got to tell you, I don't even know what Hanford is. So let's tell you what happened to Hanford so you understand. The Columbia, what timing? As the lowest numbers on the Columbia spring salmon run are returning from Fukushima, 5 years later, the lowest in recorded history. Epic collapse at the same time. What timing? So inside the center of Hanford, where they move the train cars back and forth, their Purex fucking nightmare lie that we've done billions of dollars into, that they're going to take all the water, the Manhattan, all this experimental nightmare, the worst stuff, uranium-238, centrifuging into 235, into plutonium-239, 240, all this, the worst of the fucking worst of the worst. You can't sue them. Price and they can kill you legally all you want. Bechtel, Chicago Bridge and Iron, Mox Fuel at Savannah River, General Electric, all of them have just mass murdered. So the roof collapsed. They're doing construction over back. So the train rails are, look, I'm one of the guys that advocated for what we call the bladder system for decades at Fukushima Harbor, which meant there was a liner and a bladder system went all the way around these units when this happened. The water that was pushed out would be collected. You know, there was this containment vessel out around the entire thing. No, fuck you. So you think this is water and fluid and gas. Train cars, lots of it. It's directly into the aquifer right now. It's directly, this is, everybody that came in contact is going to die soon. This is a major catastrophe right into what's left of the Columbia. Upstream, downstream, pump your water out to feed, irrigate the vegetables. This fucking nightmare. This country just keeps going, and new scale at the same time in Oregon. We're going to build more. We're going to build fucking more. If you can't handle the suture and scar across me, they rip my fucking heart out. They took my dad, the human Special Forces Marine, 1951. Put him in a cage in Nevada Desert. Air blued one and radiated. Then they did it again. Came home, my beautiful mother. He had a mutated son. Born with a heart defect. Born with a lot of things. He died of acute elastic leukemia in the prime of his life. The only one in the family. As they try to make a sequel out of me. No weaklings are freaking loud. No armchair quarterbacks. Armchair doctors allowed. This fucking fight, you have no clue. I've been in it from day one. This is a major catastrophe at Hanford. It's not, there's no way to contain it. It's absolutely impossible to contain it. The poor firemen that sent it, they just murdered them. Like at Chernobyl when they sent all the helicopters, just murdered them. I was in Vienna fighting with the IA the day Igor, who got the pictures out, was killed in the car wreck. I was there. My path, my journey, the timing of my open heart surgery. Don't tell me who to rest, what to do, when to do, and how to fucking do it. No, weaklings do not fucking apply. Scumbags, you fucking cowards, because history's going to look back at these gruesome videos of mine. You say, look at this guy with his chest split fucking wide open. Full blown out fucking aortic fucking valve replacement inside the heart. Born with it. Heart defect from hell I've had to overcompensate my whole life. AML leukemia given less than 1% survival. Right, it's going to give you, Fukushima's going to give leukemia, I got leukemia. What more do you need to see, you fucking scumbag? Fucking nuclear energy. New scale. We're going to bring more little ones. And that just gives them more money. Barack Obama is the greatest criminal in human history. Donald Trump second. Trump goes along. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. Donald scumbag, Bavarian Orthodox fucking Trump. Freaking let them eat yellow cake. Ooh, I'm having a nice piece of chocolate cake. Well, you go drone babies. Well, you just killed them all. This is a major catastrophe at Hanford. This is the worst of the worst of the worst. And they'll tell you contained, they can't contain it. There's no bladder system around Hanford. Right into the aquifers, right into the ground, right into the environment, just like me. We're all connected to the sea. This is a major catastrophe. The exact same day, the spring Chinook runs, I've confirmed, are the greatest year-over-year collapse, 10-year collapse in history. They go to sea for 5 years. The timing of this on the Columbia, those hallowed beasts, the spring Chinook. They cut down the totem poles. They cut down the sequoias. They killed man, woman, and child, natives. Scalped them, murdered them, flew their heads off. Now they come for the sea. And it's okay, well, when you get fucking cancer. And they gut fucking you, because that's what's going to happen to all of us now. You're all going to be mutated, you're going to be so fucked up. And I'll tell you what, if you don't know how to fight, you will not live. The few are going to fight. We have to ground these fuckers up. They need to be tried for their crimes, they need to be convicted, and they need to be punished. They all need to be hung. They all need to be hung. All of them. These are the greatest crimes in human history. The nuclear crime syndicate, energy. Barry Antoinette, look it up. What's Hanford? Donald Trump and Habib. Please allow me to introduce myself. The nuclear crime syndicate, energy crime syndicate, is the devil. It is the Satan. They're Satans. Trump's a Satan. President Obama's a Satan. These are Satan. All these politicians, all these marine biologists, everybody that says potato chips, bananas, what, they're the devil. This is the hell. They're Satan. I was put in this place, in this time, in this world, in this timing, to try to fight back with the energy in me. Fend the sea to call these fuckers out and record this in history. Future generations, round them all fucking up. Fucking Nuremberg trials on Balco. Every nuclear energy scientist, marine biologist, every fucking one of them, fucking everybody's got their fingers in this. The fucking academia professors, round them up. Fucking round these scumbags up. You Hanford, Bechtel, GE, Chicago Bridge and Iron, scum, Arriva, fucking scum, fucking New Scale scum. Just go give them more money. It's a major catastrophe. Stay in tune.